the Tom Brady roast really took over social media. It was all over the place. Netflix did a great job. I thought it was going to be really cheesy and actually like a little corny, but
it was hilarious.
Oh, it was great.
I was just super impressed at the fact that like there were some jokes and some roasts that were like teetering the line.
Oh, I thought a lot of jokes went far over.
Far over. I was surprised that like Tom Brady wasn't at any point insulted or I mean everyone kept a happy face for the most part.
Well, you know what was funny is I sat down to watch it last night. I didn't see it live, but I came back from the Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling.
Taking the stool out on the Aaron Hernandez.
Oh yeah, no, that was
horrendous.
That was insane. So I came back from the Fall Guy, which is a pretty good movie. You know, Gosling's in his prime right now, guys, and
he saw it.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And so I come back and I'm watching the Brady roast, and all of a sudden, you know, Kevin Hart opens up with the Gisele jokes, and he says like, "Fuck them kids." I just looked over at my brother. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, and then you could see in Brady's eyes a little bit that thought of, "Oh wow, I made a mistake. Like, what am I doing with here?" And I thought it was great because for a night where it very easily could have been awkward and you know, kind of making sure no one's feelings are hurt, at some point you just cross the line and there's no going back. And they crossed it pretty early, and from then on, it was just hysterical. And Brady was a great sport about it.
So. Oh, but that's the thing. Brady was an awesome sport. And those Gisele jokes were being thrown around, like brutal. They were being thrown around nonstop.
The only joke that he didn't like wasn't even about him.
Did Andrew Tate throw it around too? Who was that? It was a comedian.
Oh, I can't remember what his name was.
I don't know if it was Andrew Tate or not, but it's some comedian who's.
I don't think it was Andrew Tate.
Did you say Andrew Tate?
It was not Andrew Tate.
No. But some comedian who's very, very well known. I forget the name. But he threw out a Gisele joke. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, no, Kim Kardashian took a lot of hits. Gronkowski was being called a moron the entire night. It was really funny. I don't think other Netflix roasts, if they do them, are going to be that good because this is just kind of the perfect storm of person and personalities to roast. So I'm not sure. I bet they try it again without as much success. But I thought it was a great time. Ziggy, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, well, my favorite. I think part of what made this so successful is you got to see a lot of people who you've only really seen in their athlete persona or sports persona do something like Bill Belichick. And that like Alex Guerrero joke, like that was hilarious. It was too bad that our guy Randy Moss sort of flamed out, but it was good to see these people in different circumstances. And honestly, you know, there's been so much wondering and speculation about whether things are good between Bill and Tom. You're not doing something like this unless things are pretty good. They clearly still get along.
Yeah. I thought it was also funny how I think it was Bledsoe.
Oh, he was great. Yeah, he was the first one, I think.
He was saying, he's like, oh, when I like retired or when I quit, or like I think when I left the Patriots, like I was still wanted by other teams, unlike you, Belichick.
Yes.
That was hysterical.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. They got you to stick around with all those jokes, like because it was kind of crazy that it was live too. So as people were saying that, you know, different jokes, Gronk was up there drunk out of his mind, it seems. He's spiking shot glasses. Did you see that? Did you see the glass flying all over the place? Like almost hit Brady in the face.
I saw Belichick and Kraft rip a shot. I didn't see the Gronk.
No, Gronk, Brady, and Belichick did a shot together, and then Gronk spiked the shot glass, and glass flew all over the place. And it was like the fact that it was live and they were doing this and no one really knew what anyone was going to say. You start mixing alcohol in. It was really fun. And for a Patriots fan, I have to imagine that was just amazing to watch. Like a nice, you know, bow tied on the the dynamic.
Oh, God, probably fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, the worst part of like the reason a lot of the Comedy Centrals, I'm not a big roast fan. I think this is kind of a bad format. This is one of the better ones we've seen, but they were so heavily edited. You never really got to see the interesting part, which is like, what do these people go up and say about each other? Because it was so heavily censored. Because this was live on Netflix, you got to see what actually happened. This I think worked for the better.
That's why I don't like them most of the time either. It's just it's like kind of cringy, and you know, a lot of times I don't think people know each other that like this is like having your best friends. I mean, imagine like Jack, we have a roasted Jack, and you just had your best friends or a lot of them there, just coming up. I mean, when Gronk went up, he basically just made fun of Edelman and Brady for being gay for like 5 straight minutes together. That was like it. It was kind of funny just having your best friends on stage absolutely ripping you. Like, I don't know if it was a roast of Paul Farrington, I put national television like that. It was definitely fun to watch though. And the crowd they got too, the celebrities out there, basically everyone who was invited who didn't go. I saw Bill Simmons. Like I immediately regretted not going to this when I was watching it on my couch. it was a great job. So yeah, you're right, Ziggy. The one joke about Bob Kraft when Brady went over and he said like, cut that shit out or no more of that shit, whatever it was. I was like, half of that I think was Brady. You know, Brady likes Robert Kraft and Kraft's an older guy. I think another part of that was like, you know, don't go messing with Robert Kraft maybe for Jeff Ross. But yeah, I thought Belichick was the star actually, because for someone who, you know, you said it, Ziggy, we only see the serious side of Bill Belichick, the unfriendly side of him, or a lot of times, and all the players always talk about how funny he actually is sometimes behind the scenes. He came out there, and I thought for someone who's probably going to transition into media in the near future, maybe he gets another coaching gig next season. I thought it was a great, like almost a great audition for Belichick to be like, yeah, this guy could be really funny too.
Yeah, it's funny seeing him enjoy himself.
Oh, he's laughing and cracking jokes.
I'm like, wait a minute. He has that kind of side to him.
No, I can't wait to see Belichick on the Manning cast next year.
Yeah, I think he'll be great. I think he'll do really well whenever he joins one of the pregame booths, because I'm expecting him at some point to go and be a pregame guy, whether it's, you know, Fox or ESPN, wherever it is. And he showed that he could. He's such a great football mind. We all know that, but to have the personality too, like a dry sense of humor, it's sort of a unique personality for Belichick. And I thought he was fantastic all night.
I was waiting for who was it? He took the shot with Brady and Gronk.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Bill to say like, thank you guys for making me who I am.
Yeah, right.
Because my job's meaningless.
The ovation that Belichick got when he walked out would show you like it was cool too with Belichick, because it almost felt like, you know, with all his old players there, he's sort of like the teacher roasting his students a couple of years later, because all of them have such respect for him and they're looking at him, you know, this is a coach who's chewed them out before, who they all have, you know, have played for and respect a lot. And he's up there being like, yeah, Gronk, you're a moron. So it was pretty fun seeing that dynamic.
Someone said Gronkowski, Welker, and Edelman. That's not a receiving core. That's a law firm.
Yeah. No, that was great.
If you haven't seen this and you actually it's worth going and watching. I'm surprised I'm saying this. But
it was. And if you don't want to, it's long. It's about 3 hours. So I didn't watch the entire thing, but I probably watched a good hour.
At least look up the Belichick.
I saw bits and pieces.
Yeah, I watched an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of it. But I thought Kim Kardashian did it. She was booed when she went up there. Like,
yeah, I don't know what that was about.
He was murdered by who was it?
Like the crowd. Oh, yes. Yeah. I don't know his name.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yes, she got. Yes,
she kind of had like a smirk that was like, oh, that was really, really, really weird.
Yeah. Oh no, she did not look comfortable with that. I can't remember what comedian said that.
Oh,
but it was she got destroyed. But when she went up there, she was booed, and I actually thought she crushed it when she was only up there for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But Kim Kardashian did a really good job and was the butt of a lot of jokes.